And we'll settle in and just finding a comfortable position for your body. Easing your way into the practice, into your posture, so easing your way into a comfortable position. Feeling free, giving your body some freedom to move and adjust or shift whatever way it needs to. So feeling free here to practice with the eyes closed or half open. And maybe just for a little bit of variation, I'll offer some time to practice with the eyes open, just as a way of exploration, experimentation, and just noticing how it is for us. So we'll build up to that. So feeling into the body, perhaps feeling into the support that the body is resting upon. So whether the chair, the bed, or the cushion, or the ground, or a combination of these things. We might be feeling into parts of the back, feeling into the sort of the back of the hips, back of the pelvis, the seat of the pelvis. This might include the backs of the legs or parts of the legs. And depending on how we're seated, we may feel the feet flat on the ground, or maybe parts of the feet resting, just feeling into that. So feeling into all these parts of the body that are being supported. And really inviting the body to rest into that. Resting into that support. So we might check if there's any tightness or holding that we could gently soften and loosen. Almost as if we're sending a message to the nervous system that it's okay to rest here. And to support that part of our practice, we can, if it feels comfortable, take some deeper breaths into these areas, the back, the hips, the legs. Breathing into these areas and then feeling that lovely release on the out breath as the body sinks a little further into that support. Feeling the body release. So softening down onto the chair. Inviting the body to release. Release any tension, release any holding. Really resting into that support. And if you haven't already, releasing those deeper breaths. Letting the body take over once more, the breathing. Letting the body find its natural flow. So while the softening and releasing is important for the body and the mind, we also just want to check in that we're still sort of maintaining a sense of alertness, gentle alertness in the body and the mind, so being aware and awake. So maybe just becoming aware of the breath in the upper body. So while we want that sense of softening and release, we don't want it to impact on the body posture where we might fall forward or sort of fold the shoulders in any way. So just using the in-breath gently in the upper body just to help us to sit tall if that's accessible to us. Gentle sort of lifting in the sternum, in the breastbone. Relaxing back of the shoulders. There's this gentle opening up in the front of the body. Using the in-breath to open and the out breath to soften. Gentle opening on the in-breath and a softening on the out-breath. So as best we can, keeping our attention in the body and the breath. Just a relaxed awareness of the sensations in the body, in the breath. And then gently bringing your attention up to the head and the face. Using your mind's eye, your awareness to become aware of the sensations here in the face. Having a sense of our features, the eyes, the nose, cheeks, the mouth, the jaw and the chin. And then really becoming curious about the eyes. Maybe having a sense of the eyebrows, the area of skin below the eyebrows, the eyelids, And then the skin around the sides and the bottoms of the eyes. We might start to notice that even when the eyes are closed, there can be a gentle movement from the eyeballs, perhaps, or even the skin. So gentle blinking might still be happening. Little sort of flickers of movement from the eyeballs. We might also become aware of the colours or shades or sense of light through the eyelids. And then, if you wish to, the little exploration here is to gently just sort of open the eyes, just a small crack, just letting in a little bit of light, and just becoming aware of perhaps sort of what's immediately in front of you, or accessible to your sight, as you gently open the eyes, keeping a soft gaze. You don't have to lift the lids very high. And just becoming aware of what the eyes can see. And with your eyes gently open, just sort of check back in with the body and the mind. Just noticing what, if anything, might be coming up. Thoughts, emotions, an observation of some kind. Does a sort of bit of holding or gripping come into the body? Do you become aware of some thoughts, for example? And then just very gradually opening the eyes just a little bit wider, but just not too wide, just opening. And depending on your body position, you might want to look away from the screen and just being curious about where the eyes go. You're sitting, you're fairly relaxed. We can feel the body breathing. We can feel the support from the chair. We've gently got the eyes open. Nothing particular to for a direction for the eyes. We're just letting the eyes settle over what's present. And maybe being curious about what you notice, where the eyes go. Is there something that captures one's attention, for example? Are the eyes drawn to something in particular? So letting the eyes roam and meander. And here we are being curious about the movement of the eyes, observing the movement of the eyes. And also just checking back in with any kind of response from the body, any kind of response from the mind, any feelings or thoughts that arise. So the invitation now is to find a point in front of you where you can just hold the gaze. So something quite small. It could be a little dot of light or a dot of something, the corner of something, something quite small. Just inviting your eyes to rest on that tiny point. And so we're inviting the body to be still. We're inviting the eyes to be still. So keep breathing. Just noticing with curiosity what it's like to hold your gaze on a small spot, keeping the eyes still. What happens to the body? What happens to the mind? And it's not just to bring in, it's not a hard stare, just a soft gaze. So you might sort of find that the periphery of the vision goes quite soft and cloudy. That's okay. The body soft, still, and breathing. The eyes still, gentle gaze. Okay, and then gently releasing the gaze. Maybe adjusting your head position, depending if it's been different. You might want to just take a moment just to notice what's in front of you. And then if you wish to, you can gently close the eyes again. And just taking a moment to rest. Resting in the body, natural flow of the breath, resting the eyes, but noticing, being curious. What's occurring in the body, the eyes, the mind? And then perhaps resting your attention back where we began, in feeling the connection between the body and what's supporting it. Just taking a moment just to feel the weight of the body here. Resting back once more into that support. Feeling the movements of the breath in the body. And then together we'll notice the breath for a breath in and a breath out. And we'll bring this practice to a close. So, taking your time, easing your way from the practice back to this space, perhaps with a little gentle movement, and opening the eyes when you're ready. Lovely. Thank you for your practice here.